On this week's episode, we are bringing you a brand new tier list ranking episode.
Oh my goodness, guys. We're ranking something we love very much. Taylor Swift albums.
We hope you really enjoy it. Stick around.
Hello and welcome to Rare with Flair,
The podcast where two best friends with the same rare disease are living our best lives. I'm your host, Casey.
and I'm your host, Cassandra. Hello.
OMG. Hello. I want to say, obviously we can catch up on our own lives, but nothing is more timely right now than doing a Taylor Swift themed episode, because Taylor Swift is allegedly getting married, this weekend, allegedly at Madison Square Garden. We don't know. By the time this episode comes out, you'll probably know, but right now, as of recording, it's supposed to be tomorrow.
Yes, allegedly.
This is all speculation. We don't know. But we were like, what a more, this is what's happening. This is what everyone's talking about. Couldn't be a more timely topic than to rank her albums. But before we do that, Cass, how are you?
Yes. I'm doing all right. It's hot out there, but I'm doing all right.
It is hot. You just got back from a long vacation.
I did. I went to Scandinavia with my parents. It was very fun. We went to Iceland, Denmark, Norway, and Sweden. I'm currently wearing an ABBA shirt that I got at the ABBA Museum in Sweden. So, that was so good, guys. I love ABBA.
Probably the best souvenir you came home with is
honestly,
the ABBA shirt. I love.
It's amazing. But it was such a good trip. We had so many pastries. We saw lots of beautiful things. It was just really nice. It was a good
Yes,
getaway.
I'm very lucky because I got the podcast version of her trip via memo. And it's like I'm subscribed to your Patreon or something. I get the
That's
extra.
so funny.
I get the bonus content that our listeners didn't get to hear about the trip. But it was very, very, very fun to listen to. A lot of pastries.
Every other unfiltered thought. It was pretty exciting.
It was fantastic. I am still in moving mode. I'm not going to give too many updates on any of it until things are more finalized and things. But that's what I've been focused on doing, is just packing my life away. And so it's one of those things now where I'm like, oh, where is the tape? Did I pack it already? I'm in that time of my life, but I'm trying to think if I have any other.
You've had the time of your life.
Yeah. So life is good for me too, but I think that's
love.
my only update.
Not to brag, but I aged. So that's pretty fun.
I was about to mention it. I should have mentioned it first.
I didn't want to be that person being like, talk about my birthday, but
I was about to segue. Cass had a birthday. So everyone needs to go to our Instagram and comment happy birthday, Cass. Send us a DM, send us a comment, give her a happy birthday. Because she aged, and we're actually going to do an episode soon about aging and our thoughts and feelings about aging. Aging, as it sounds like we're very old, but
we're ancient.
Aging.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, I hope you had the best birthday ever. I know it was fun because you told me about it.
It was fun. Yeah, I got to, since it was in the middle of a week, it was a week ago from when we're recording this, I got to basically spread celebrations out throughout the course of a week, which has been really nice. I'm not I like my birthday. I'm not one of those people who either really hates their birthday or is really obsessed with their birthday. Yeah. So I'm not it's my birthday week or birthday month person. Yeah. No shame if you are. That's just not me.
Yeah.
But it kind of ended up happening that way. And so I I went climbing on my birthday. It was super fun between a friend of mine and I, and then my trainer who was belaying us. We did 29 climbs.
For your birthday. She's 29,
for my birthday.
Guys. If you didn't know,
29.
she's 29. So that's super cute.
That's
and that sounds, to me, a non-climber, that sounds like quite a lot of climbs.
It was honestly a lot of climbs. I mean, I probably I did more, like the majority of them, because it was my birthday after all. So I had to be appropriately celebrated. But, my quads were sore for like 4 days after that. It was a heck of a workout, but it was super fun and celebrated with some friends and my parents and just a really rip-roaring good time.
Yeah. Well, as it should be. That's very exciting.
We also want to quick apologize for missing an upload because I was traveling. So we're grateful for all of y'all's patience, but we're happy to be here.
Are you ready to jump in?
I'm ready to bounce lightly. No, I'm kidding.
Well, I'm doing a full jump, a full dive, if you will.
Head first.
We did a tier ranking episode. We've done a few, actually. We ranked assistive tech and snacks, which, I mean, those are two of our favorite things.
Absolutely.
This is another one of our favorite things. Taylor Swift albums. She has 12 of them.
Yes.
That's a lot. That's a lot of albums.
That's a lot.
That is a lot. And we are not necessarily going to have the same opinion on all of them. So instead of tier ranking the way we've done it in the past, where we kind of like decide together, we're just going to say our opinions separately. And that should be good enough.
Although on the snack one, I think we did differ in some of them. There were some that I really liked that you didn't, and vice versa. That's true. I am greatly looking forward to this. I think, first of all, I want to reiterate the fact that if it weren't for Casey, I probably would not be a Swiftie. Mm-hmm,
That's true. That's true.
But a few years ago, so like it was really through this pod and us talking more often and really becoming closer and then sharing our music tastes, Casey was like slowly chipping away.
I was.
And I
wasn't forcing it either. Like,
no, you never forced it.
I didn't force it. I would just talk about how much I loved it. And it just kind of... Yeah, go ahead.
It was kind of... No, it was like an infectious energy. I really enjoyed how much you liked it. And I was like, man, I want to see what that's about. Like, she was such a thing when of course I was growing up. And so when she transitioned to pop, it was just like, I wasn't super sold on it because I was a cool girl and I was into stupid hipster music, so which I still love, of course. We love the music that we were as teens. However, in like 2021 I decided, all right, I'm gonna go on a journey. I'm gonna listen to all of Taylor Swift's albums up until this point and then just like take notes on my thoughts and rank them myself. And I started from the very beginning. I did just like the standard albums, no vault tracks or bonus tracks. Like, just wanted to go for the like typical album experience. And so I started with self-titled and went on. I think at that point we only had through Folklore, because I started in the summer. Yeah. And then later that year, Evermore came out, and I eventually did Evermore too. And then I think the last one I did this for was Midnights, because at this point I was like more of a committed Swiftie. Yeah. I like fully was in it. But, at first I didn't like a lot of them, especially her earlier stuff. I'm not like a huge country music girly. Some of it had some sentimental value though, of course, because like I heard it growing up. And I was like, childhood, girlhood, but
it is,
At the same time, there were some things that like just really resonated. I was like, I don't know. Would I choose to listen to this? Maybe not. Yeah. But I don't know. There's something about Taylor is like once you kind of have it, it calls back to you.
Ooh. It's true. It is true. She puts, as she says herself, she puts narcotics into all of her songs.
In all her songs.
So you can't help singing along. And yeah, I mean,
that's
true.
Very true.
Very true. So we're going to do the same rankings we've done before. S tier is the very best. The supreme, the best. I think I have like 3 that are going to go in this category. You have maybe 2. You said, we'll see. We don't know. We don't know which
3.
ones. A tier is like really, really great, but not the very, very best. But it's still really, really great. B tier, a little bit not as great as that. We don't think any of Taylor's albums are like bad. But B tier, it's solid, not our favorite. C tier, it's an okay album, not our favorite. And then
I wouldn't necessarily always choose to listen to it.
D tier, we don't like it. And I don't know if any of them are going to go in D for me, to be honest.
I really don't think any of them are going to go
I don't think. But I do have some C tiers.
Yeah, me too.
I do. I have a few.
Okay. Well, let's start at the beginning. Self-titled, or as it's also colloquially known, debut, aka Taylor Swift.
It's called Taylor Swift. Yes. This is most people's one of many people's least favorite albums of all of hers, and that's a good thing. You want the artist to grow and get better, and she has.
Right.
She was young. She was 16. There are good moments on this album for sure, and like you were talking about earlier with like nostalgia purposes, it has a lot of those, Teardrops on My Guitar, our song, like a lot of the ones that are very Picture to Burn, Tim McGraw, very, very nostalgic songs. What would you rank it? Where would you rank it?
C minus.
C minus. I'm gonna put it in C also. I don't think it deserves D. I think there are good moments on it, especially for a very young person that made this. But
like if I were somewhere and they played Picture to Burn, I'd be like, oh, Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
But also, would I ever choose to listen to it or put it on a playlist? I don't think so.
I never go back to this album.
I'm good.
I never listen to it. No, I never listen to it. It's quite yeehaw. We're not, Cass and I are not country music.
Super yeehaw.
We're not really country music people. So, I think C is a good place to put it. I do.
I think so too. Right. We've got room to grow.
We do. I like it. Up next, album number 2, her sophomore album, Fearless. Personally, I think we're going to differ on this one. So, personally, I think Fearless, she grew a lot as a writer. A lot from the first album. I think there's a lot of great moments on here. You've got, obviously the hits like Love Story. But you've also got you've got like 15, and you've got these other like sweet moments, White Horse, all those moments. I'm probably even
the best
day is one of my favorites. See, I as a Swiftie from the start, this was a very formative album for me. I remember going through my first breakup, like listening to this album over and over again. Like it was a formative album in my life, and it there is a lot of nostalgia there. For me, it's gonna be B tier for me, actually.
It's hard because I do like a lot of the individual songs. Like, I do love Love Story. It makes me so happy to hear. It kind of makes me tear up a little bit, even though it's a youthful song.
Yes. It made me cry at the Eras tour, actually.
It did, me too.
Yeah, it was one of the times I got the most emotional, and it was surprising to me because it's not like one of my favorites, but
no, right? It's a great song. She has so many other good ones.
Yeah, right.
Oh shoot, I don't know. I'm gonna give it C plus because it's really not my favorite genre of music.
Yeah.
But again, for the nostalgia and for like a lot of those individual good songs.
Yeah.
I have to give it more than like a little more than a C.
Yeah, and I actually think I'm gonna change mine to B plus because It could almost go an A for me, to be honest, but I'm trying to save my A's.
I'm kind of surprised that you didn't put it in A.
I know.
Truly.
It could be A minus for me now that I'm looking at all her other albums. Because, guys, we did not actually, like, rank these beforehand.
No, we're doing it
We're doing this off the cuff.
We often
now that I'm looking, I'm going to be so honest. I'm going to change it to A minus. Now that I'm looking at all the other albums, it probably is in the top for me, you know? So.
Like, top 5.
Yeah. Maybe.
Like number 5 in the top 5.
Maybe. We'll see. Yeah, I'm gonna say A minus for that one. Yeah.
Okay. Love it.
Okay.
On to the final, fully formed iteration of the country trifecta.
Yes.
Speak Now. Speak Now for me it's a good album. I actually really like the B-side better than the A-side, but the A-side holds tremendous sentimental value because when I was a freshman in high school, Speak Now had come out recently, and I went to cross-country camp, and the girls at cross-country camp were major Swifties. They played the first, 3 songs, especially, like Sparks Fly.
Yeah. Mine.
What is the one where she...
Back to December.
Breaks up the wedding.
Speak Now.
Oh, Speak Now. Duh. Anyway, so those 3 songs played on repeat for the entire week. So, there's still something deeply encoded about girlhood there. I think I have to give it an A, even though it really isn't my, genre of music. There are some really awesome bangers on the B-side of that album.
Yeah.
Especially a lot of which I ended up appreciating more because of eras like Long Live.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm glad you mentioned the B-side. I agree with you. Long Live is great. Haunted is great. Better Than Revenge is great. Enchanted is one of my favorites of all time.
I love Enchanted. It gives me chills.
Never Grow Up is great. It was the first album that Taylor wrote completely by herself, and it still is one of the only albums she wrote completely by herself, which there's nothing wrong with having some co-writers. She still writes all her music.
She's got lots of great collaborators.
She still writes it all, pretty much herself with collaborators, but this one was just completely alone, and it's so above the other two, in my opinion, and it does have... It is country in some ways, but it also does have some pop and punk areas in there, especially Better Than Revenge and Haunted and stuff like that. And a lot of people hold Dear John in high regard and stuff. That's not one of my favorites personally.
I think Dear John is very mid.
Yeah, me too.
So
a lot of people. Yeah,
lovers.
I agree with you. So I agree that the B-side is my favorite, but even the A-side, I still think there are no skips in this album. I really could listen to the whole thing through and just love it all. And it was my very favorite album of Taylor's for years and years and years and years until a few others knocked it off the throne. So I am going to put it, for me, it is S tier. I think it's S tier.
Yeah,
I think it's still one of her best.
That was going in S tier for you, for sure.
Yep. It's still one of her best, but
it's a good era. It's a good era.
It's a good time, and seeing Enchanted and Long Live at eras is so fun. And I'm a little sad that she only did 1 or 2 from Speak Now because it's.
I know, justice for Speak Now.
Justice, and I went to the Speak Now tour, so that holds a special place in my heart. Also, when I was in college, I want to say I was in college. Yeah, freshman in college. So, yeah, good time. Or sophomore. I don't know. Yes. Up next is Red. Red is very much a pop and country mix. This is when she was like, hey, I'm still country, but I really want to be a pop star, but I'm not going to let you know that quite yet, and I'm not going to scare everybody, but that's what I want. I have mixed opinions on Red. I'm going to be
really mixed opinions on
I have
Red.
really mixed opinions on Red. Red is very highly regarded by the fans. It's some of my friends' favorite one, and some of the Swifties' very favorite album.
But you can't rank an album so highly just because it has perhaps her best song of all time.
Yes. So the song
just
All Too Well.
One incredible song, and all the songs, again, this is all relative, right? So all the songs are generally pretty good, but But like that one is truly like that's the pinnacle of Taylor's writing.
Yes.
Is All Too Well. It kind of just describes her entire style of incredibly autobiographical, just sensory and imagery driven storytelling. Like it's really a remarkable song. But
remarkable.
You know the rest of the album.
The rest of it. There's a few other standouts for me. I love Treacherous. That's one that stands out to me. I love Holy Ground. State of Grace.
Holy Ground is awesome.
State of Grace. I agree. It's for me, okay, this is one of the things that I don't like about Red. A lot of the poppy songs on it like didn't age well to me. Like Trouble.
That's Trouble.
And We Are Never Getting Back Together.
They feel very dated.
They feel dated.
They're fun.
Like,
okay, you know where they live in my brain is, and I don't know if this maybe is going to contradict what I'm saying. I don't know that it's like timeless, but it's the kind of songs that if you hear like Mr. Brightside at a party or at a wedding or at some event, you're going to sing along and it's fun. Like if I hear Trouble at an event, I'm going to sing along because it's fun.
Of course.
But it feels very entrenched in its era. Like Mr. Brightside is like a punk rock-ish song from the 2000s, and that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
These songs very much just are entrenched in their time.
They are. I don't know if they aged as well as some of her other songs. And it's actually Red is my least favorite part of the Eras tour too. I'm going to be honest.
And I think it's just because she had to cater to like the fans that really only knew the hits.
Yeah. And there are a few slower songs on that album that I kind of bore me too. I know some people might be screaming.
The transitions is one of the worst.
Yes.
This is one of the least cohesive albums. I remember when I was first doing my Taylor experiment, when I first heard Red, the transition between 22 and then All Too Well felt like a crime against humanity.
It does
so bad.
It's like very, very, very bubblegum pop, and then the saddest thing you've ever heard, and which is like fine, but like
it's so aggressive. Like
I mean, in my opinion, All Too Well is the best song she ever wrote. Like it is.
Yes, I agree. But
still, I'm gonna have to put it in B-. That's
exactly where I was gonna put it.
Oh my gosh. Mm-hmm. Look at us.
It's fun, but it's not. Like, my friend played the Bread CD in the car, and I was happy to hear it because I like Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
And when those drums hit on State of Grace, though, I gotta say that does something to me.
Oh, there are some really
love
good
big drum moment.
There are some great songs. There are some great moments on that album.
But
for
like,
sure.
When I listen to Taylor Swift, do I ever choose to listen to Red?
No. I never do. Actually, like
Never.
I never do. It's kind of sad. I never do. Ooh.
I agree.
I never do. Never reached for it.
Yikes.
I don't.
Okay. 1989. Okay. My opinion on this album has changed significantly.
So is mine.
Wow, that's hilarious. Okay, so I'm looking at the rest of the albums, and I'm thinking. I really am, because let me see this.
She's thinking, guys.
This is really tough, because I really was gonna put maybe a max of 3 albums in S tier, and it's hard. There are some slower moments, not like in tempo, but songs that I'm like, that song is fine. I think I have to put it in A tier. It is A tier, but asterisk.
Okay.
This is one of the albums I listen to the most.
Okay.
If not the album I listen to the most, because it's so easy to listen to. It's fun. It's bright. I didn't like it at first when I heard it, because I was like, this is so, like, the lyrics and the lyricism was lost from a lot of her country era, and at first I was a little disappointed by it. But, like, it's just a breath of fresh air. Like, I it makes me happy. I don't know.
Do you have some favorites that you'd like to shout out from?
Oh, I mean, this was my favorite from my first listen was Out of the Woods. I love the synth in the background. I think it's awesome. I love I Know Places.
I love I Know Places. That one and Clean are probably my two favorites.
Clean is a song that when I even first heard it, I was like, this song could have been sung by some like moody indie man and it would have hit equally the same. Just like on lyrics alone, like Death Cab for Cutie could have sung that song. I really actually wish they would cover it because it feels very apropos. But like, I mean, I even really enjoy the hits. Like I enjoy. And I think it was a Stockholm Syndrome effect, honestly, because I didn't like them when they came out, but I really do now.
I agree. So yeah, like, okay, so here's my opinion. I think Blank Space and Style.
Oh my gosh, how could I forget?
I think Blank Space and Style are her two. There's one other one that comes up later, so I won't mention it yet, but are in the top 5 best, like, pop Taylor Swift, like bulletproof
truly
pop
songs. Yes.
Those are two of the very best. They aged amazingly, both of them. They don't get old. I can put on Style right now. It doesn't feel dated.
Style.
It doesn't feel dated to me. It's a great song.
It doesn't.
All you had to do was
Welcome
stay.
to New York does feel a little dated.
A little bit.
But maybe in a fun way, but Style does not.
No, it does not. It does not. I think this whole album is bop after bop. The reason I have a different relationship with it is I was always a Swiftie from the start. When this one came out, she made this whole decision to stop using Spotify, like to take all her stuff off of Spotify.
Yes,
she was like, you have to buy the physical album. And I thought that was silly and I didn't. So I didn't buy it. So I didn't hear it when it first came out.
Oh, wow.
And I kind of just was like, oh, I'm over it. Like she's a pop girl now. Her lyrics probably aren't as good anyway. Like I was kind of like over it for a minute. And then I was in the car.
I didn't know you had some doubts.
I did. I was in the car with a friend who had bought the physical album. And that friend played Wildest Dreams for me in the car. Mm-hmm. And I had a moment of like, dang, this is good. I was like, this is good. Wildest Dreams is another good one. I was like, this is good. And then like years later, now that it's back on Spotify and everything and all of that, it's a great album. So I'll put it in A. Just, I'm not going to say A plus for me, but just A. Just a good old A.
Yeah. A solid A tier
Solid A tier. Yep. It's a solid album. Definitely.
It's a solid album. I listen to it all the time.
Yeah. It's a great one.
Okay. Next.
Number 6 next is Reputation. And I'm laughing. Because I think this is the most I've changed my opinion about an album.
Most improved player
of all of them. So I'll tell my backstory on it. It came out, I was living in New York, and I was mad when it came out. I listened to it.
And not mad in a way that you were like, I identify, but no. The album.
No. I listened to this, and I was like, what is this? Where is Taylor? I was like, Taylor's gone. Like, and she had the whole, can't come to the phone right now. The old Taylor, all that. I was like, these lyrics are bad. And one of my besties who's a big Swiftie was like, no, it's really good. Like, I love it. And I was like, well, you're wrong. Like, this is bad. And I was just very upset. I thought lyrically it was bad. I didn't give it a chance at all. And even years later, I tried to give it a chance and I still didn't like it. Something about the Eras tour, like, completely rewired my brain because Reputation was the best part of the Eras tour for me. Like it was hype. We were hype out there.
It was so, in the words of Casey, when that effing snake came on the screen, everybody lost their minds.
And it was the best part of the tour. And then I get home after I'm listening to the album and I'm like, this is so good. I think something with this album is it was ahead of its time. I think people weren't ready for it. I really do. Are you ready for it? They weren't. I wasn't. Don't you agree? Like, I feel like it's almost more, is more relevant now than even when it came out. Like, it aged well.
It aged really well, actually. Yeah. And I would have thought it would have been the opposite, but no, it did age extremely well. So actually, while you were talking, I dug up my notes.
Oh my God.
That I had taken on all of these. And,
because it wasn't your favorite at first either.
I did not like this when I first heard
I didn't either. It has to grow. It's a grower. It is not.
I was like, I can't get over how much she sounds like Ariana Grande in Delicate.
Oh, I still don't love Delicate.
I keep asking myself, if this is truly Taylor, just wild.
I know. I mean, that's how we all felt, right?
It was actually so insane. And like, I forgot actually I did this. I'm kind of glad I brought this up. Oh my gosh, I hated 1989 when I first heard it. It's
really?
So funny. I gave it 4 out of 10.
Whoa!
Like, vicious critique from me.
Wow. That's amazing, actually, though.
It's so funny. I actually really love that album now.
Yeah.
I forgot. I gave all of these albums like a sentence to summarize them when I first heard them.
I remember that. Yep.
And like, the Reputation, I said, was the perfect album for the 25-year-old going through a midlife crisis, reinventing themselves.
I mean, that's true, though, kind of.
It's kind of accurate still, but I agree. I think Reputation didn't sink in with me until both the Eras Tour. I completely agree with you. And I think, I think the space for this album is either you're kind of like you're feeling angsty in an angry way, or maybe both, you have like a monster crush on someone
100%,
and you feel super hot
100%. I got really into this album when I first started dating Grant. Because I
think I told you should listen to Reputation.
And I did. I did every day. I was spiraling. And it got me through. I was like majorly crushing and I was having a time. And it got me through.
It's pretty solid, I have to say. There are a couple songs that I don't love.
Yeah, I'm looking through the track list right now. Like, I love Ready for It. I love I Did Something Bad. I love Getaway Car.
I hated I Did Something Bad when I first heard it, but I actually
Call It
really
What You Want. Oh, it's so fun.
Endgame is very mid. It was actually really funny because it has the collaborations on it, which is just so random. But wait, I think I said something about that.
King of My Heart, I don't like.
Ed Sheeran singing A-Team as a lyric, LOL.
Yeah, literally, yes. Yes. Yeah, now that I'm looking at the track list, like, I think it's a very cohesive album. Like, overall, it is an album. Yes. It's very cohesive, but there are a few that are kind of like, like, they're okay.
I think I gotta give it, a B.
Yep, me too.
Because
me too.
I think it's a very mood-driven album, and I'm very occasionally in the mood for it, but when I am, it really, really, really hits.
That's so true. Yeah, it's a good solid B. I agree. We're agreeing on a lot of these.
We played it in the car at Casey's bachelorette, and like that was a blast. Like singing along with a group, like that was awesome.
You're right. You're so right.
Okay, I love it. Next, a very sharp contrast from the angst and black of Reputation, our Cotton Candy album, Lover. So Lover was actually the thing that really turned the tables on me when I was first listening to all of Taylor's albums.
It's true.
I rarely ranked anything extremely high because I was a hater. But it really, from the first listen completely through, it really had me. I remember I was grooming Romana outside in my parents' yard, and I was like, is this good? This is good.
Is this good?
I really like this, actually. Lover is my favorite era. I have to give it an S tier. I just think that she found such a sweet spot because she really blended like the fun pop with the dramatic lyrics from the previous albums, or even from her very beginning stages where she was really lyrically focused. I just thought it was so good. It was so cohesive. It was well done. The only song I ever skip is Soon You'll Get Better because it's devastating.
Sad. Yeah.
But like, man, the man, of course, Cruel Summer, which was one of those songs that aged well and also like was loved way after the album came out. Like,
yes, Cruel Summer was the one I was going to mention as like top 5 bulletproof pop, like with like goes in the same category as like Style and all of that. Like, Cruel Summer is one of the best pop songs she ever wrote, for sure.
The title track, to me, like the title track breaks me a little bit every time I hear it. It's one of my very favorite songs of hers because I love the production of it. And like it hits such a nerve with me because I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to love someone that badly.
Yeah. It is beautiful.
Ugh, like so homey and so cozy.
It is. My standout tracks from that, you actually didn't name any of them, so that just shows how many good ones there are. Because my standout tracks,
so many good albums.
I Think He Knows.
I love that song.
Cornelia Street.
Of course.
Death by a Thousand Cuts.
I was about to say The Traffic Lights.
Fantastic. All of those.
Love.
Cornelia Street's one of my favorite lyrics that she's ever written. I love it.
Miss Americana?
Miss Americana.
Like, shut up.
Yeah, shut up.
I love that.
Just shut up. And Soon You'll Get Better is great. I even like Daylight a lot. I do think there are a few that are kind of skippy-ish for me, not gonna lie, like toward the end, maybe toward the B-side of the album. But I really love it too. It's funny, I agree with you that it's cohesive. A lot of people say that they don't think it's very cohesive, and I think that's sad.
Funny.
I'm gonna give it a little lower than you. I want to say, I'll say how I felt when it came out though, real quick. When it came out, I was like overjoyed, and I was like, Taylor's back, because I hated Reputation, right? So I was like, Taylor's back. Where has she been? Here she is. She's back. This is it. I was telling all my friends, like, Taylor's back. Listen to this. It's so good. So, and now I do really like Reputation, but I'll give it, A-.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
A-. That's rude, but fine. That's fine.
Listen, I could go all the way to B-C-D, okay? A is still quite...
It's so good!
It's great.
Okay, fine.
It is great. And it has great re-listening value. Like, I do go back to it.
Yeah, I agree.
It is great. But there are others. I have to look at my list here, okay? Speaking of others. Speaking of. Number 8. My child, my world. Folklore. Folklore came out at exactly the time it should. It came out in the middle of the pandemic, July of the pandemic, 2020. I was in a log cabin when it came out. It was a surprise drop. I had no idea it was coming out. I stayed up in bed with all the trees out the window listening to it. To me, this is Taylor is incredible at pop. We all know this. Like, that's one of her biggest talents. And I love the pop, but for me, this is my favorite type of music she writes. I love it. Mm-hmm. And it's not everyone's cup of tea, and that's fine. It is mine. I want to be a little woodland fairy in the woods with her, and I love the lyrics. I'm literally just going through the track list. We have Last Great American Dynasty, My Tears Ricochet, one of the best songs ever. 7, August, Illicit Affairs, like Betty, Peace, like I just named almost all of them. Like, for me, there's no skips. Even the one is fantastic. No skips. Perfect album. I would say,
you didn't even mention a bunch of also really great songs.
I know.
That's crazy.
That's the thing. I would say it's my favorite album of all time, actually. Like, that's how... So, S tier.
I love it. This was one of my very favorite albums when I first listened through her albums, honestly.
And I was glad. I was
the
scared
last one that was out.
It wouldn't be your thing, because you love pop.
I do love pop, and but I love, like, I love some angsty music. I think I have to rate this a little lower just because Folklore is also very much a mood listen for me.
Yes.
It really makes me sad.
Yeah.
And so I can't always like handle listening to it or putting it in the background because it does genuinely bum me out.
Yeah.
But when I'm sad, I want this album. And like I want to just like cry about it, you know? I said this is the perfect album for a 30-year-old doing a self-reflection at a writer's retreat.
Honestly,
in a cabin.
Great. I think that makes a lot of sense.
Thank you. There are so many really good, like Illicit Affairs. I don't think you mentioned Exile. I love Exile.
It's so good. Yeah.
I'm looking at some of my notes and I wrote obsessed with the harmonies because you know me.
Yeah. Oh, love it. Love it. Yeah.
Love. It is so cohesive. I kind of love that she went a little bit fictional in some of the songs, like the teenage love triangle thing.
Yes, I do too.
I think that's really cool just because, you know, Taylor's known for being super autobiographical from the very beginning. Like she would encode who the songs were about in the lyric sheets in the CDs.
Right.
Like I knew that much about Taylor. And like, it's funny because I saw her interview recently with the New York Times and she was like, oh, why are people so obsessed with knowing who the songs are about? I'm like, girl, because you conditioned us.
You started that, babes.
You created a monster, okay?
Yep, 100%.
However, I think that it's nice of her, because, you know, at this point she had been with Joe for like a long time, so it wasn't like new drama she was writing about necessarily. Like a lot of the songs are about him, but it's kind of nice that she was able to just give herself and her relationship a little bit of a break. So it's kind of just like, I'm happy for her too.
Oh yeah, and like
she got to
even the ones that are autobiographical, a lot of them are not even like, not that there's anything wrong with love songs, but a lot of them explore like fame. Like Mirrorball explores like fame. Peace even kind of explores fame. And then you have like Seven about like childhood, and you have, you know, like she explores a lot of different things.
Devastates me.
Yeah. So like it's just really, really, and then she even wrote a song about like her house that she, like the previous owner of one of her houses, which is the last Great American Dynasty. So just really, really, it's such a creative. And another thing about that album, cohesive. It all sounds the same, but in a way that is good, like a good way, in a good way.
I'm even like looking at another note that I'd written, and I was like, all these Affair songs are so palpable. Like you maybe have never experienced that, but you can feel it, right? Like she really went so lyrically hard in this album that you don't have to have experienced this to feel it. Like it was brilliantly done. Yeah. I have to give it an A tier just because I really can't hear this often. It might destroy me.
I understand completely. Yeah. But I'm just glad you appreciate it, because some people haven't gotten on that train yet, and they might eventually. It might age the same way Reputation aged for us, you know?
Maybe.
And that's the hope.
I love that. So the sister, the twin? No, the sister. They've got very similar vibes, so they could be twins, you know what I mean? But I don't know. Evermore. So
Evermore.
What, she released Folklore July of 2020.
Yep.
And then Evermore very shortly after.
December of 2020.
Because albums take so much to write and produce that, like, it's just it was mind-blowing that she was able to put 2 fully formed albums out into the world. I think Evermore has grown on me a little bit more. It's tough though, because I rarely choose to listen to it, and there are some songs that I'm like, no, they don't do it for me. I like it overall, but not like a lot. I think maybe I'll give it like a B-.
Ooh, okay.
I really, there's a lot of really great songs like Willow, Marjorie, Tolerate It.
Oh, Tolerate It grew on me from I really, especially after the Eras tour.
I think it was the Eras tour.
The Eras tour. Yep.
Her climbing on that table, screaming.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah, I also love Gold Rush. I love 'Tis the Damn Season.
Gold Rush. Yep.
Even No Body, No Crime's a fun time. I'm trying to think.
I love No Body, No Crime. That's probably my favorite song of that album. I'm trying to think if I'm forgetting because
I'm not looking at the list right now of the songs. But yeah. So a lot of people, argue which is better, Folklore or Evermore. And I think I think Evermore is a really special album. I do think it's a really beautiful album, and I really enjoy it. And it is still in that type of music that I enjoy Taylor writing, like the wood nymph, music. So
folksy songs.
Yes, the folksy. Like I really enjoy when she's in that, when she's writing that way. I like Folklore a good bit better. I think it's more cohesive. I think Folklore has no skips, whereas I think Evermore, like the highs are high, but the lows are lower for me. Like there are just some that I don't like on that album that I tend to want to skip. But I still really love it.
I really wanted to like the collaborations on that album because I do like The National and I do like Marcus Mumford, but I was really disappointed by all of the collaborations on that album.
I agree. Same. The only one I like is Evermore.
Yeah, and I love hearing a Justin Vernon, aka Bon Iver,
again.
Low register because I saw this reel that I don't know if you've seen because I sent it to you on Instagram this morning, but it was like I thought that Folklore and no shade, but I thought Folklore and Evermore was gonna be Final Form Taylor.
Yes, I saw that. Yes,
and then And then they say a bunch of stuff, and then they're like, it's really nice to hear Justin Vernon's low register because I feel like he was born in a falsetto, but no, I guess not.
I will give it an A+, actually.
Wow. Okay, that's different.
It is toward the top for me. Not giving it S. Not giving it S.
Really? I didn't realize you liked it that much.
I do. Well, then you might be correct about you might know my S's. I thought you were going to think that was an S for me.
Oh, no. Definitely not. Definitely not. Okay. I know your 3 S's.
Oh, well, then you do. Okay. Well, I'm not as mysterious as I thought I was.
Girl, I think I know you.
You know me. You do. I shouldn't have even doubted. I'm so sorry. So sorry.
Okay.
We've
got 3 left.
Three left. Come on, guys. Up next, Midnights. So Midnights was... Taylor was at the height of her career. I feel like when Midnights and the Eras tour Midnights came out, and then the Eras tour was announced shortly after that.
That's crazy.
It was an exciting time. There was a lot of build up to this album, unlike a lot of the others. What a time
to be alive.
Yeah, it was a time.
Midnight's Mayhem with Me.
Yes, it was. Yes, Midnight's Mayhem with Me. What a time, because a lot of the other ones have been just a surprise drop, but this one, we got a lot of pictures, we got a lot of hints, got a lot of clues. And honestly, it was such a fun time. It came out, Cass and I listened to it together, and by together, we were, texting while listening, I'm pretty sure. Weren't we? Yeah.
I don't actually think that we were, but I think we listened to them in, close succession.
Yeah. Anyway, well, I know we were, talking about it, as it came out.
We're definitely talking about it.
It has, obviously, I think... what's the song called? Anti-Hero. That one it got a little overplayed, but it is a really it is.
I do really like that.
It's
song.
A very smart lyric. I mean, it's an interesting topic to touch on of how you perceive yourself and all of that, and
or self-sabotage.
Yeah,
really,
self-sabotage. Mastermind is another, You're on Your Own, Kid is one of my favorites on that one too.
That song confuses me, but also makes me very sad.
Yes.
I think every time I hear it, I think it means something different.
I agree. It's a little bit vague. I think, she knows what it means, and that's what she's,
exactly.
It's a personal song to her. There are a few lower moments for me, not gonna lie. The production is not my favorite. It's a little, I don't know. It's pop, but it's not as fun as some of her other pop is, in my opinion. I actually really like the
thought.
What?
Oh, go for it.
I really like the 3 a.m. version, but I'm trying not to talk about, like, it's not really vault tracks, but, like, the added songs. I really like a lot of those.
I do like a lot of those, actually. More than, I think, any of the other albums, except for, I guess,
there's another.
The Lakes from Folklore. But,
right.
And Evermore has Right Where You Left Me.
Right, which is really great.
But that's a really good song. But I think as far as, like, I guess, complete albums and not vault tracks, but, like, bonus tracks go, I think this is the one I like the best. Like, the extended album, because it is pretty cohesive. I think I remember talking about it before it came out, and I think we had no idea what the sound was gonna be like.
Yeah.
Because we all knew that we were leaving the forest. Okay.
Yes,
so we were like, what's next for Taylor? What has she wanted to explore or not done or something? And I thought it might be a little bit synth pop, and I was hoping it would be more, I guess, brighter synth pop than it ended up being.
Yeah.
I liked the vibe, but I think it is more subdued.
Yeah.
Than I had initially expected, and I've always sort of felt that, but I really loved it when it came out. I had, like, a very back and forth relationship with it, because I loved it when it came out. I really was like, oh, this is awesome.
Yep.
This really, like, hits a lot of music that I really enjoy. And then I kind of fell out of love with it, and I was like, there's some songs I just don't really care for. They're not, like, that exciting.
Yeah.
But then, like, it's such a good background listen.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah. I have a like a love-hate relationship. Not hate, but like a love, like, I agree with you. I was, like, really excited about it when it came out, and I think we were just, like, at the height of, like, Tay popularity. We were, like, having a great time. Everybody was so happy about it. But there was just a few.
I agree.
I'm thinking of some songs. I don't like Labyrinth. I don't really like Question very much. I don't know. There's just some that I'm like,
I do get questions stuck in my head, like a random amount. I don't know why.
I don't know. Yeah. Like, if I have to rank it, at the beginning of this episode, I was thinking I have a few C tiers, and I don't really want to put it in C, though. It might be a B- for me.
I think I will give it a B+.
Okay.
Because I like it, and I often forget it exists.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it kind of is a little bit of the forgotten album.
Yeah, but then I remember it, and I put it on, I'm like, that was nice. Yeah. I liked that. That's pretty good.
Agreed.
But Bejeweled is great, right? Bejeweled is on there. Love that.
I love that.
I'm trying to, I'm kind of actually glad I wrote this down, because I remember when you first listen to a Taylor album, like right around when it comes out, sometimes she has, like, a little message. So I wrote, loved the content at the beginning from Spotify for 5 things that kept her up at night. Self-loathing, revenge, wondering what might have been, falling in love, and falling apart.
Oof, it's good. I know, the concept's great.
It's really good.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
I like Lavender Haze even a good bit. Like, it's a fun song.
I like Lavender Haze.
Yeah, so yeah, it's a good album. Yeah.
It's a good album.
Yeah.
The Tortured Poets Department.
The Tortured Poets Department.
This is an S tier album.
This is S tier, bitch. Sorry. I shouldn't curse. This album.
Such a good album.
This album. Not only was it great from the very start, it ages like fine wine.
Oh, I love this album.
It's
so good.
So good. No skips. For me, it's like if Folklore and one of her pop albums had a baby, which is exactly what we want.
Absolutely.
Like, that's what we want.
That's all I wanted.
That's all we want. Like, that we have the lyrics of Folklore with, like, the fun of some of the pop ones, but also it gets sad, but also it gets whatever. Like,
this one we definitely live listened to.
We did.
Texting.
We did.
I drank, like, a glass of red wine, and I texted Casey, and this Oh my gosh, this is such a phenomenal album. I will say though, I never listened to the anthology.
Which is so funny because I think I prefer the anthology. Well,
really?
Well,
I like just the standard album.
I mean, yeah, the standard album is the best of the best. I kind of see it all as one thing in my mind a little bit though, so I'm kind of like, I don't know.
It's just so long.
It's
man.
very long.
Like
it's very long. I will say standouts from the anthology for me, The Black Dog, How Did It End, I Hate It Here, which is the introverts anthem, The Prophecy,
yeah,
like
the Prophecy.
But I agree actually the highs are very high on the anthology, but the lows are low. I love Peter too. The lows are lower, whereas like the Torture Poets Department album, for me, like no skips. It's just perfect.
Like a next to flawless
It's
album.
a flawless album. What are some of your favorite moments on it?
Gosh, I feel like I could just read the track.
I know, literally read the track list. Honestly, I feel the same way. I
mean, you know what? Fortnite got played a lot, and I'm not mad about it. I think it's a great song. The title track is great.
It's great.
I really like My Boy Only Breaks His Favorite Toys.
You're literally
just
reading the track list.
I actually am. But trying to think. I Can Deal with a Broken Heart.
Yep.
I love extremely relatable.
Who's Afraid of Little Old Me?
I knew that was going to be
The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived. Even
actually
Guilty
I heard
Sin.
like someone do a punk rock cover of The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived, and it was phenomenal.
Amazing. Yeah, the whole thing.
It's Down Bad.
Down Bad.
Love Down Bad. And I kind of like that she had a little gimmick in all of the song, or like almost all of the songs, right? Because they all had like a lyrical theme that was separate from the song itself, right?
Yeah.
Like Down Bad was Alien
Abduction. Mm-hmm.
My Boy Only Breaks His Favorite Toys is obviously themed around toys.
Yep. The lyrics are just, you can dig in there for a long time. So Long London.
It's just such a fun scavenger hunt. All of even like So Long London, there's so many very colloquial Britishisms that she very elegantly weaves through.
Yeah.
Like I kept calm and carried the weight of I don't even remember the end of that line, but still, I just think of that. Kept calm and carry on.
Yeah.
It really flows very nicely, and it doesn't feel shoehorned the way that you might think it does if you haven't heard it. It's very elegantly done.
I feel like I could cry just talking about this. I literally, there's something to be said about someone writing an album when their heart is absolutely shattered into a billion pieces, which is what was happening to her at the moment. And I hate that for her, but I hate that for her.
But she made some good art out of it.
You do, not just with her, but with anybody. I mean, that's when you get the best art, is when you're just hurting, you're in pain. It's better than when you're happy. Like, there's much more to say. And it's just, it's so good. It's so good. Like, I want to listen to it right now.
I just seriously, Florida with Florence.
Oh, so fun.
Oh my gosh.
So fun.
One of her best collaborations.
Oh, 100% agreed. Agreed.
Other than Exile, which I've already talked about.
Yes. Truly S tier. It's an S. But Daddy I Love Him.
S tier album.
But Daddy I Love Him is the sequel to Love Story in my head.
It kind of is. No, and I'm picturing almost even like a Scarlett O'Hara situation.
Yep. I can see it in my head.
Very Gone with the Wind.
Yep.
I'm gonna do whatever I want because I love this guy.
Yep. Ugh.
Yeah. Insane. So
Insane.
crazy.
She really did that. She
outdid herself. I
she outdid herself. She truly did. Anyone who doesn't see that is wrong. Sorry to say.
That's correct. Yeah.
You're wrong. It's incredible. If you didn't like it at first, give it another shot because it's so good.
I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know what to tell
I think
you
I
either.
saw someone rank Taylor's albums, and they put Tortured Poets near the bottom,
no.
and I was like, well, I can't trust a word you
No,
say.
that's literally incorrect. Like, it's actually wrong.
Factually inaccurate.
It's actually inaccurate. And Cass got to see Tortured Poets version at the Eras tour. I did not. It was not out yet.
It was so good.
I thought I couldn't love Tay more when I saw the Eras tour, but clearly I didn't know what was coming.
It was so good. Like, having her, like, just bolting down that, like, eye-shaped stage for Daddy I Love Him, or
stop.
the giant bed,
Stop. I can't
or
handle
even
that.
like her eyes like rolling back in her head for little old me.
I
Like,
can't handle it. I can't handle that.
oh, so good.
Can't handle that. And last but not least, a recent release. I almost called it the Torture Poster, but that's not right.
Let's talk about it again.
Let's talk about it again. Album number 12 is The Life of a Showgirl, which came out last year. So we've sat with
Highly
it
anticipated
for almost a year. What are we thinking?
I like it.
I do too.
I listen to this album a lot. It's got some good vibes musically.
It does.
I think it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of singability to it too, and I like that it's bite-sized. I tend, if an album is between 30 minutes and an hour, to me that's kind of the sweet spot, and this is sort of the shorter side, around that 30 minutes. I don't love a long listen because I feel like, as someone who listens to albums straight through, I never get to the end.
I completely agree. I usually can finish this one pretty easily.
I can usually finish this one, which is part of why I like it a good bit.
Yeah.
I like most songs on this album, and it's just fun. I think I'd give this an A tier. I like it.
Yeah, I really like the first 3 songs. I really like The Fate of Ophelia, Elizabeth Taylor, and Opalite. I think that's a great playthrough right there.
Yes.
Those 3, really strong.
Yep, totally.
And there are others. I even really like the
love Ruin
title
the
track,
Friendship.
The Life of a Showgirl. I think that's a really fun song.
I love the title. Okay, when at the end she has that recording of her at the final Eras tour thanking the audience and the band.
I know.
I cry.
I know.
I cry because I want the Eras
I think
tour.
Father Figure is the best lyric on the album.
I love Father
I love that
Figure.
song. It's the best.
It's so cool because at this point am I thinking of this correctly? She already owned her music.
Yes.
Yeah,
I think so.
She already owned her music at this point. So it was cool to see that song where she was able to like turn the tables on the people who took advantage of her as a young artist. And it feels like redeeming and in like true Taylor fashion, sort of vengeful, but also like cool that she was able to collaborate with like the George Michael estate too for the I'm forgetting music words, but like
the rights?
the rhythm basically.
Yeah.
The I'll be your friend.
Yeah.
The hook.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah. But yeah, the hook, the sample she used of that. Yeah. Really good. I think Ruin the Friendship is a sleeper dark horse on the album personally. There are a few that I'm kind of like,
Actually Romantic is so fun.
Oh yeah, and I actually really like Canceled. I find Canceled. Some people think it's really cheesy,
Canceled.
but I jam out to it when it comes on. I enjoy it.
I love the vocals on it too. Did you grandma?
I enjoy it. I would say, for me, it's a little bit above Midnight's, but not super far above Midnight's. Like, I'm trying to, where did you put, did you already rank it?
I gave it like an A.
An A. Okay. I'm going to give it a B+.
It's a good album. I like it.
It's good. It's not,
Again, it's just easily listenable, which is nice. Because sometimes you don't want like a heavy emotional investment all the time. You just want some music.
It's true. She was happy when she wrote it, which I think makes it a little less.
I'm happy for her.
Yeah, it makes it a little less deep in a lot of ways. Like it's lyrically not as smart as some of her others.
Rich.
Just because,
Yeah,
like, she's happy. And, okay, that's fine. Sometimes you want that, though, like you said. Sometimes you don't want to be all sad, you know? Sometimes you just want kind of a lighter listen, and that's kind of what this is. So, like, when we're talking about, like, her genius in songwriting, I don't think it's her best. I don't think it's something I would show to someone for the first time to be like, this is the songwriter, you know?
This is, like, really awesome.
But I also think it's gotten a lot of hate that I don't really think it deserves, because when I look at it and I think about the track lists, it's very enjoyable. There's not much I don't like on it. Like, I don't know.
I still think she took a lot of creativity, especially, I'm thinking of, like, also Elizabeth Taylor.
I love Elizabeth Taylor.
I think that's really creative, because you're happier, you don't have the fuel of your heartbreak in order to make some good art, but I think she still was able to make some good art with other factors. It's you know, I don't know, it makes me happy though. I thought about her when I was in Stockholm, actually, because I know that she actually recorded a lot of it in Stockholm.
Oh, that's cool.
In between parts of the European Eras tour, she would basically, on her off weeks, she would, like, fly to Stockholm and record there, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a fun album. We listened to that on my Bachelorette too, and it's a fun album to listen to with friends in the car driving around. I think, like, it's hard to be as famous as she is and have such a microscope on her, because obviously after writing something like the Tortured Poets Department, like, people are gonna hold you to, like, this really high standard that's kind of impossible to meet at times. So I don't want to be too hard on it. Like, do I think it's her best album? No, but I think some people are too hard on it because they're holding her up to this standard that nobody can even meet. Like, I don't think it's bad by any means. Like, I think it's a fun one.
I agree. And I think that some of the lyrics might age poorly, but I think a lot of them will probably age well. I think it maybe will end up with not quite as significant, but more along the Reputation treatment, because a lot of people didn't really like Reputation at the time it came out either. Yeah. It was kind of a swing and a miss is what a lot of people felt. And then it grew on a lot of people. So I think a lot of these songs might grow better.
It's possible, yeah.
I don't know that they'll reach the level of iconic as Reputation, because those songs are just incredibly committed to their theme.
Yeah, it's a little less risky. Like, I think Reputation was a big risk.
Yeah. And it ended up paying off.
It paid off
the longer run.
In the longer run. This one is maybe a little safer, but it's like, there's nothing wrong with that. I don't know.
I think it still might become more appreciated than it was when it was released.
I think most of them are. I think even Tortured Poets people were hard on, and Folklore. I remember people, like, hating Folklore when it came out. And now people are like, it's your magnum opus. I'm like, okay, well, make up your mind.
Yeah, I know.
You know, so you got to give things time to sit. Any good art, you can't just, like, judge it immediately. You've got to, like, sit with it, let it grow on you, figure it out, listen to it.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
It's not always love at first listen.
It's not. And that's why you got to be open-minded.
Yeah. But I mean, and that's coming from me, the queen of changing her mind.
Exactly.
Because many of these albums that I really enjoy, I did not like at first listen.
And that's the true for me too, though. Like, I think music that is really, really good on first listen oftentimes is kind of an earworm that gets annoying later. And then things that aren't as good at first listen, when they grow on you, they linger longer. Is what I find with the stuff I like, at least.
I find that that's pretty true too.
Yeah.
Except the Tortured Poets.
Yeah, except that. But it does grow. It still does grow on me all the time.
It's true.
Yeah.
Oh, guys. We love Taylor. We're so happy for her. Not that she knows that we exist.
Oh, yeah.
But that's okay.
Yes. We hope her marriage is great. We hope to see wedding pictures, obviously, but who knows?
Obviously.
It's the American royal wedding.
Exactly.
Yeah. And look at this queen getting married at 36. Like, I love that. I love that.
That's aspirational.
She found the love of her life, and it wasn't like in her early 20s. She took her time, and she did it, and we're happy for her.
And he pursued her so hard.
That's very sweet.
And I love that. I love that.
So, yeah. All right.
We love it. Guys, we hope that you have a lovely time listening to Taylor Swift.
We do. We do.
And we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Bye.
Bye.